Oh yeah! It's time. The hype is almost here. I'm even wearing a Mario hat. No, actually the real reason why I'm wearing the hat is because my hair is messed up and I want you to see how curly it is. But the time is almost here. Tomorrow, from the day of this recording, will be the live presentation in Japan of the Nintendo Switch. I made a video back when the Nintendo Switch was revealed, and holy crap, the video blew my mind. Like, it completely did the thing I was not expecting, but at the same time I should have been expecting it. As I mentioned before, the Nintendo Switch is what Switch. Did I say Switch? What the fuck? The Nintendo Switch is what the Wii U should have been. That's just how it is. It just looks more unique. It looks a lot more better. The controller is not an issue either. I mean, it's literally a regular controller, but at the same time, it's not. It's like 3-4 different controllers in one. I don't know, but it looks pretty unique. Now, I just want to go ahead and make this video. I want to do a prediction video. The last time I did a prediction video was on E3 last year. Some of it happened, most of it didn't, but I'm happy, you know, and it was pretty interesting. I do want to make another prediction video. Now, I do want some of you to know that I did love the Wii U for what it was, even though it did not hold my interest for very, very long. Maybe, I know it did for a couple years, but not too much. It did have its great games, it has its moments, and you know what, I think it will be looked back as a good example of what Nintendo tries to be. They love to be risky, they love to take risks, and they love to do it so we can be entertained by their games. Some of you people have probably stuck to this channel ever since I did this little video series back then, the Wii U Countdown, which was a video series where I counted down an entire month to the Wii U's release. And that series was pretty hard to do, but you know what? We stuck to it and we did it. The Wii U has gone by, you know, it was what it was, but it's time to say farewell to it and onto the Nintendo Switch. Now, my prediction video here, I do just want to say what I expect from the Switch, what I hope to see, what I don't want to see, and yeah. So first things first is the Nintendo Switch itself. I do want them, you know, I'm pretty sure they will talk more about what the console is, what it does. Hopefully they can be able to explain how the whole thing works. Like, is there very much a limit to how far the controller has to be? Even though I know the controller is the console itself, so I don't think that will be a problem at all. But with it being a hybrid between a TV console as well as a handheld, I do want to learn a little more, you know, how that whole thing works. Some people were mistaken that with the Nintendo Wii U because we thought we could be able to take the tablet away for a little bit, but it did have its limit. It does have how far it can go without being, you know, disconnected. I know the Nintendo Switch should take care of that issue, but I am still a little questioning some things. Now, there have been rumors left and right. If you guys kept up with the internet, there's been rumors all over the place about the Nintendo Switch, and hopefully this presentation will lay most of them to rest. Hopefully the good ones that we've been learning are good and they're actually true, and I do hope the bad ones are, I'm pretty sure at least 20% of the bad rumors are probably legitimate. But that's just my hopes, because this Nintendo Switch looks pretty cool, and I really want it to lack any flaws. I do not want that many flaws on this console like the Wii U had. Now, the Wii U system, I do want it to keep some features that the Wii U did have. Did I say the Wii U feature? Holy shit. The Nintendo Switch features, I do want some features to be kept that was from the Wii U, such as Miiverse. Miiverse was a good new thing Nintendo was doing that kept the community alive, kept your memories alive. You know, there's a lot of memories that you shared on Miiverse. There's a lot of fun stuff that happened on there. Some of it had to cause some different switches onto the rules, but Miiverse was pretty cool for what it was. I do hope they keep Miiverse as a second nature thing with the Nintendo Switch, and I'm pretty sure it will be. Maybe an updated, better Miiverse. I do hope that they also keep some of the streaming services. I know the consoles are not really meant to be for that stuff, but they are good time killers if you ever did need them, such as Crunchyroll. Netflix, Hulu Plus, all that good stuff. Hopefully that stuff will be present on the Switch as well. And you know what, it would be kind of cool if there's internet connection to where you are, where you're holding the Switch somewhere. You could just watch movies on the go. That would be awesome. Now another thing that I think will be kind of cool about the Switch itself, and this could be bad or this could be good, but hear me out. If the Switch will be a hybrid of both a home console and a handheld, it will be cool if they keep some kind of data on the handheld version of the Switch, such as, for example, Splatoon. You know, you want to play Splatoon, but you want to play it on the go. Other than having to go on a certain Wi-Fi connected area to play that game, you know, hopefully the Wi-Fi is really stable and stuff. But if you're going someplace that does not have Wi-Fi, but you have a good data signal, you know, some places do not have data, some places do, and you're just unable to get to the Wi-Fi at that moment. It would be pretty cool to have the Nintendo could give you like a certain amount of data that you can use to play your games online with the Switch. That would be kind of cool, because I know they kind of did that a little bit with the 3DS at the beginning of launch. And data was also kind of a thing for the PS Vita. So I do not really see why not add some kind of data feature on the Switch as well. That would be a cool thing to keep the online game community alive. Check Miiverse, check your friends list, anything. Even it doesn't have to be towards games. It could just be like a Miiverse checkup type of thing. But it'd be cool if you guys could be able to handle some kind of data connectivity to this. Now, there's another thing that was lagging on the Wii U that I was pretty jealous of the PlayStation 4 at first. That will be the share feature. There was a rumor going on saying that Nintendo Switch will have a share button finally. But the thing is, it's weird because Nintendo is kind of when it comes to sharing their game content on YouTube, because they're pretty weird like that. But it would be cool if they do have a change of heart and actually make us record a couple minutes to gameplay, like the PS4 can allow us to record up to 15 minutes or broadcast live. Be kind of cool if the Switch can do the same thing, because there's a lot of moments that you have at video games that you just want to relive over and over and show your friends, be like, hey, this happened, you know, and then you could record it, show your friends. That'd be awesome. So with the Nintendo Switch, hopefully there is some kind of share feature this time to snap pictures and record gameplay. And just take it easy on it, Nintendo. And another thing, hopefully they can be able to explain the battery life of the Switch. A lot of people are probably really wondering what the battery life is. I know there's a lot of people that actually do. I'm hoping for a minimum, hopefully the Switch can last up to 4 to 5 hours. I'm just trying to be realistic here, probably up to 4 to 5 hours. This with how much power the Switch is handling when it's not connected to the home console port. Because you gotta think, this thing is powerful. I mean, if it's going to try to keep up with current generation of consoles, the handheld part is going to be kind of powerful. I know they're going to downgrade a little bit for the handheld version to handle it, but I know that amount of power alone is going to suck at the battery life pretty quickly, and I'm thinking probably about 4 to 5 hours. I'd be surprised if 5 hours. But I'm hoping they could be able to increase the battery life to maybe about 7 hours. 7 hours max. Because I'm pretty sure 7 hours will be enough to handle a somewhat of a road trip. So that's the console itself. Now let me move on to the video games. The video games are what really draws the console to us. The video games are kind of the reason why the Wii U failed, even though Nintendo had great exclusives. Smash Brothers, Super Mario 3D World, we got Splatoon, we have Bayonetta, we had all these great games, and sadly everybody had a bad taste in games and did not buy the Wii U. But hopefully third party, I think third party was a part of that issue though. Hopefully they can stick around a little longer to help support the Switch, and by God I hope they do. Now, for Nintendo exclusives, we saw in the trailer that Mario Kart 8 was going to be part of it, Splatoon will be part of it. Mario Kart 8 Switch and Splatoon Switch, I'll be calling those that for now until we get official names, because I know there has to be some kind of name difference to tell between the two. Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon, I do not know if those will be launch titles, but I really do hope they are, because that would be a good way to kick things off, and maybe the new Mario game that is showed off. I'm pretty sure in this presentation they might show off the new Mario game, or maybe show a bit of it, you know, maybe a trailer at best. But But for launch titles, I'm hoping Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, maybe Smash Brothers. They haven't said anything about Smash Brothers, but I'm hoping Smash Brothers will make some kind of remastered reveal for the Switch. That would be cool, because a lot of people did not buy the Wii U that will be buying the Switch. Give those people a chance, pack all the DLC on that disc, and just give it to the Switch, because I will be buying that. Amiibo support, do keep the Amiibo support. Make sure, hopefully, that some of the Amiibo support from the Wii U versions, such as Splatoon, bring those over to the Switch as well, so we could be able to still use, have some good use of the Amiibos we have, such as the Splatoon Amiibos, the Yoshi Woolly World Amiibo, you know, if that comes to Switch. I mean, the Smash Brothers Amiibos, hopefully they could be able to keep the same features of those Amiibos on the Wii U and bring them over to the Switch. But I'm hoping at least a good amount of 20 to 30 games, hopefully 30 games for launch. I know that's a bit of a stretch, I know that's kind of too much, because usually there isn't given that much launch games most of the time. I'm hoping at least a good 30, maybe a minimum of 15, but hopefully they're good games. But I do like to know what other games are planning on. I'm pretty sure knowing Nintendo, they might do another montage montage video of different games coming to Switch that will be confirmed. Skyrim might be one of them. You know, Skyrim might be one of the launch titles. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it will be, but it might make sense, since Batman Arkham City for the Wii U was kind of a release title, and Skyrim is already out on the other consoles, so I don't see why not make that a launch as well if we're gonna have any issues with it. But I know most of them will be kind of ports of the Wii U. I think that will be fine for what it is, because it's still something to play and they're good games. And these are games that we really do want people to play that have never had a chance to buy the Wii U. Some people held off the Wii U because they heard about the Switch coming out. So most of these might be ports, but as long as they're good ports being made for the Switch, I'm all for it. But I do hope for some new games, such as, you know, the upcoming Mario, and maybe a few surprises left and right. I do not expect Animal Crossing, because they just did an update for New Leaf. I think they're still going to go another year or two without Animal Crossing. But I do hope, please, make an Animal Crossing for the Switch. Now, the presentation itself, I don't know if it's going to be exactly kind of like it was with the Nintendo Wii U, because I know the Wii U had a bit of a presentation where they released the release date and the date, not the date, but the price of the console itself. They said they were going to reveal 2 versions of it. For the Switch, I think there might be 2 versions of it. There might be a basic bundle that might come with a deluxe. So just kind of like the Wii, there might be 2 different versions. So, for example, maybe the basic would just be the console, but the deluxe will probably come with a game with it, a good starter game. If it has to be Mario Kart, Smash Bros, whatever, you know, that will be fine. Or maybe they can go ahead and surprise us with a sequel to Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land surprisingly was good. I loved Nintendo Land a little more than I did with Wii Sports. So if there's a sequel to Nintendo Land, I will take that as well. Now, one more thing I do hope they do talk about with the presentation is that hopefully they can give us an idea what will come to store with the Switch. Like, give us some plans that are already planning on doing, such as the Virtual Console. Please bring us GameCube games. We need those. We need those. You didn't bring those on the Wii U. You skipped it. You gave us digital only Wii games. Give us GameCube games, motherfucker. I do hope they can be able to tell us more on what they will be bringing digitally to the Switch as well. But that also does concern me about the space, the memory of the Switch. Some people are saying it might be another small space. I hope it won't be. Hopefully they could be able to extend the memory a little bit for the Switch, because if you get consoles out there that do 500 gigabytes, Nintendo, you have no reason to keep them to like 30. Go over 100. I know you're going to try to keep the price a little low, but come on. But anyways, that's my presentation expectations. Hopefully they can talk about more about the Switch, the features. Hopefully they confirm some of the rumors and stuff here and there. And the games, you know, hopefully they could be able to reveal some games, Mario Kart, Splatoon, you know, hopefully some of those will be launch titles to help boost sales on day one. And please, for the love of God, Nintendo, give us a good amount of copies. I do not want day one to come and then we're stuck with no Switch for a couple of months. Don't do what you did with the NES Mini, because I want that thing and I still don't have it. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you like this video. I want to hear your predictions. What do you think they will talk about in the presentation of the Switch? What date do you think it'll be coming in? Do you think it will be $250 hopefully? Whatever the case, hopefully they're good predictions, and let's hope the Switch will be a good turn back for Nintendo. So catch you guys next time.